Hey ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing amazing today. So I wasn't going to make a video today, but I decided to anyways, because I felt like it. Oftentimes when that creative energy sparks, right? I think those are the times when you should do something creative. Um, Oftentimes, when we're not feeling that well, right? Maybe our mood is low, right? Um, those are the times when you're the least creative, basically, right? But when you're feeling good, when you're relaxed, that's when the spirit starts kind of talking to you, right? And inspiring you to express yourself, right? And so this is what I end up doing. I don't believe in like, um, you know how YouTube, they in order to get more views, right, you have to like, that's what I've heard of. I'm not exactly sure, but I think the more materials, the more content you put out, right, on YouTube, the more likely you are to get like more views or something like this, right? It's kind of like this on Instagram too, I think, right? But anyways, I don't believe in that. You know, I think first of all, once again, it has to do with inspiration, right? I think it's unrealistic for us to like be inspired every single day, right? And so when you're not inspired, you're more likely to put out content that isn't inspiring, right? That's a little bit more pragmatic, a little bit more, I don't know, just boring, right, and dry. But when you are inspired, then that's when the juicy parts come out, right? That's when quality comes out. That's when something that's like godly, holy comes out, right? So I think we should definitely kind of even live our lives like this, just like following the Holy Spirit, and preferably, right? Of course, you have to, at a certain point, I mean, you have to get to that point, right? So, so you can live life um, in accordance to kind of, so you're not restricted basically in any way, right?
Hi. 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 Today it's good.
Anyway, so I hope you like this feather. I just wanted to show you guys this feather. It's pretty cool. We found it. That's like one heck of a bird. Like it's a huge feather, right? Anyways, I don't know what kind of a bird this was, but the feather is like really super big, okay? I guess that's what they used to write with, right? Is like, you would put like, you can put some ink in it. Maybe I should try it. And then I will write with this. Anyways, so, as I was saying, right? um, basically, I think we would all be better off if we listened to our body more, so instead of going against it. More often than not, a lot of us are used to going against our body, right? No pain, no gain, right? Like, we live by those principles, right? And at the end, what do you end up doing? You end up hurting yourself or like getting really sick or injured, right? Until you need that rest that you needed to begin with, right? But you never took because you just kept on going and pushing yourself, So it's not always all about pushing, and just like killing yourself, right? It's actually all about listening to your body, listening to your spirit, right? It's listening to your needs, like it's actually stopping enough, and dropping everything, and having that moment with yourself, right? No matter how much time it's for, maybe 5 minutes, 20 minutes, right? 30 minutes, I don't know, 1 hour. But it's actually, it is about connecting to your source, connecting to yourself, right? And listening, So what is it that my body needs, right? What is it that I need mentally, right? What is it that I need physically, right? Maybe I need food. Maybe I don't, right? Maybe I just need some water. Maybe I need sleep at this time, right? So instead of pushing, sleep, right? Instead of going and just doing more, right? you actually listen to your body, you listen to your needs. I think, of course, this is the ideal, right? And I think that's the ideal that would benefit most of us, right? But of course, we are not living in an ideal world, right? Where it's always, this is always possible, right? But I think we have to kind of work our way up so we can live our lives like this, because I think it would benefit most of us, you know, to live in accordance to how you're, I don't know, the thing, like maybe you don't feel like working the entire day, right? You don't feel like sitting on your booty the entire day in front of a computer, right? Maybe you want to take more breaks. Maybe you want to, you know, maybe you want to, I don't know, get outside more, right? Maybe you want to work less, right? Maybe so also with this comes you know, redefining your values too, okay? I think a lot of us, we don't know what we value, okay? And your values are extremely important, right? And so you sometimes, and more often than not, I think in this world we have to redefine what we value, the things that we value, you know. A lot of us value money, right? Especially in America. People in America, for the most part, they value money, right? But they're forgetting their health in the process. They're forgetting their family in the process. They're forgetting the things that will ultimately bring a lot more satisfaction into our lives. You know, so they're valuing these things because they feel like eventually those things are going to make them happy, right? But when they finally get those things, they get very disappointed, because first of all, not only do they want more, and because that void can never be filled, right? But yeah, they're just not happy with what they're getting, because it's like sand, you know. You have this amount of money, you want more, right? You're not happy with this amount of money, you want, you know, you have 1 million, you want 2 million now, then 3 million, right? So like, when does it end, right? That's why happiness is not really derived from that, you know. And also, I don't think we should really necessarily be striving for happiness, you know, because happiness, I think, is also fleeting, you know. So we all have bad emotions, right? We all have bad days when we're not feeling so great, right? But I think it's peace that we should all be striving for, you know. It's peace of mind, right? And that means surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, you know. It's to have people that bring us peace in our lives too, you know. It's to be environments that are peaceful, you know, like a city versus a country, right? Where do you think you'll get the most peace, right? Probably in the countryside, you know, surrounded by plants, like animals, right? And like, I don't know, birds singing, right? All these like sounds that are so stimulating to our nervous system that like automatically make us feel better, right? They have the yeah, anyways, never mind. I was gonna say something. But yeah, anyway, so this video, I've been talking too much because I wanted to discuss something else, okay? But yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I wanted to discuss something else, right, guys? And I wanted to speak to you about how the chosen ones are always being tested, you know? And they're always being tested. And you know, before your big breakthrough, right? Like a financial breakthrough, perhaps, right? Something that you've been waiting for, right? You will always get tested. And not only will you get tested, but also the demon or the dark entities, they will begin to attack you, okay? So if you're on the right path, right? Then you're going to be attacked like no other, okay? And this can come in many forms. These attacks can come from many different people, right? Low vibrational beings that can get possessed or oppressed, you know. They can become possessed or they can become oppressed. And they're going to attack you without even their own conscious awareness of why they're doing it. So they're basically like just regular bodies, you know, they're just used as bodies, right? They don't even know that they're oppressed in most cases. They don't know that they're possessed, and they don't even know why they're attacking you in the first place, okay? To them, it might... I don't know what they're thinking. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend to know what they're thinking, right? But they will attack you, and they will not like you, and they will not understand why. Okay, but it's the demons or the bad spirits within them that don't like you, right? And so, anyways, you guys will get attacked, and let's just say you're struggling with finances, right? There will be a lot of opportunities that will, you know, will seem good, right, on the surface maybe, or they might not seem good right from the start, right? But they might be tempting for some people, you know. So, for example, I will tell you this really kind of like strange thing that happened to me, okay, guys? So, I'm looking basically right now, I'm looking for like more freelance work, right? More opportunities and things like that, right? And so today, this morning, right? And of course, I have a lot of ads up, right? All over the place, just advertising my services, advertising the teaching, right? Advertising the life coaching. Anyway, so if you're an attractive person, right? Like physically attractive, right? You might get really kind of basically devil-driven opportunities that will come your way, okay? And for the weak-minded, perhaps this will be tempting, okay? For the not so strong, right? Or even fearful, okay? So if you're a woman, maybe if you're in a bad financial situation, right? Then you might be tempted to take this kind of opportunity, okay? So basically the opportunity that came to me this morning, right, it was a guy, and he's like, hey, I'm 23, right? And, you know, I just saw your picture, and I really like you, you know? So, can I offer you 100 to 120 euros just to watch me, you know, do this, basically, you know what I mean? All you have to do is just watch, you know? And I was like, wow, wow, you know? And basically, you know, for those in financial situation, like in stressful financial situations, right? Some people out there, some women, they might go for this kind of opportunity, right? He said 3 times a week, you know, just to watch him, right? That's 360, right? For, I don't know, less than an hour probably, who knows, right? But that's like a lot of money, right? Basically, well, for some people, right? And so and that's basically like doing nothing, right? But in reality, it isn't nothing. Okay, this kind of thing, as a woman, right, or as a person, well, I will say as a woman, right, it will impact you mentally. Okay, it's an exchange of energy with who knows who, right? And it's also engaging in those things also opens the doors to demonic entities to enter you and to start oppressing you and to start, well, I'm not gonna say possessing you, but oppressing you, right? Basically, so this is also your test, right, of self-love, because someone who loves themselves is not gonna put up with this. They're not gonna take the money, right? Just they're not going to take the money in exchange for their essence, their soul, right? Because your soul, your essence, it will be impacted by this. You don't know this person, you don't know the stranger, right? So it's like you're sharing, it's intimacy, right? And you're sharing, even through camera, right? You're sharing that intimacy with a stranger, and that you don't know anything about, right? And so, you know, there's that, right? And so basically, you know, this someone who loves themselves, they're not going to compromise themselves in exchange for money, right? No matter how much it is, no matter how much they try to, to offer to you, right? I don't know, maybe some of you guys watching out there, right? You're thinking like, oh, can I just wear a wig right now? like, because I know a couple of guys online, right? And they're just like, they they just take, like, there's a guy who actually makes money like this, and he dresses up as a woman. He's a beautiful woman, by the way, and he just like he does all these pranks, on guys. But it's kind of like I don't know, it's a bit demonic for me too, I stopped watching it. I was watching it for a bit and I was like, no, this is so wrong, I don't know, if you're a biological male, if you're dressing up as a female, there's something demonic about that, just in and itself. Although, of course, I know some of you might say, oh, he's just joking, he's playing around, right? Maybe some part of him wants that, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk about this, okay? But like, to me, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, Also, right, you guys have to listen to your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, okay, to you, then it probably isn't, So you always have to trust your intuition when it comes to a lot of things, right? Some things will not feel right to us, and you should listen to it. You should pay attention to that, okay? But anyway, so let's go back to this person, right? This also tests, it tests your ability to believe in yourself, to believe in God, Like, in this situation, maybe you're struggling with finances, right? Maybe your finances aren't where you want them to be, right? So this opportunity comes up, which is, of course, is extremely demonic, right? It's not sent by God. You basically you can end up falling for it, Oh, what's this, like, quick money, why not, So when it comes to like quick money, guys, be careful with this, okay? You will end up paying with your inner qualities, so your confidence will decrease, right? Your self-love will also decrease, your ability to even believe in God, to have faith that He will take care of you, not the devil, right? So just have faith, always have faith and believe in God. That's your test also, Do you really believe in God? Do you have faith that everything will work out, that the right opportunities will be brought to you, right? At the right time. That God will work miracles in your life if you just believe in Him, if you have faith in Him, and if you don't do anything wrong, if you don't do the wrong things, if you don't fall for the darkness, if you don't, compromise yourself in the process, okay? So, God has those that believe in Him, okay? He will never forsake you or leave you. Even when I wasn't entirely aware, and when I did like things that I'm not too proud of, right? God never left me. He still, somehow had my back, and so just always know this, and always know that no situation is as bad as your mind makes it out to be, because more often than not, in our heads, things seem a lot scarier than they actually are, but things do end up working out for the better, and especially if you don't compromise yourself in the process, okay? Don't compromise yourself if you're a woman, okay? If you're an attractive woman, if things like this come to you, and I'm pretty sure they do, okay? Don't take them. Don't fall for it. Don't sell yourself short, because believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, believe in your abilities to believe in God, believe in the fact that you will be brought the right opportunities at the right times, okay? Guys, as soon as I didn't, I told this guy to basically, nicely to just leave me alone, and that I'm not that kind of a person, right? He started calling me, right? And so I didn't pick up, of course, right? And right after, another opportunity came up, okay? And that was a real student who has 2 daughters, basically. So, hey, so you see, you don't do the wrong thing, the good thing probably will come up almost immediately, okay? something that's actually good for you, good for other people, right? So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, okay? This video was sort of inspired by this you know, this sketchy opportunity basically that came my way, okay? And these opportunities, they're not always going to be like sexual, right? They might, yeah, although more often than not, right, they can be, right? But they can also be, you know, other opportunities like I don't know, like selling, well, I'm not gonna say selling, you know, drugs, but anything that harms other people, anything that ultimately harms you too, you know, and other people. So yeah, just be careful what you sign up for, basically, okay? Because more often than not, unconscious people sign the deals with the devil, okay? Because they're not really fully aware of what they're doing, okay? Or what they're about to do, okay? So awareness is the key, okay? Anyway, so guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for some more videos, okay? Bye-bye.